Hello Internet, Mike Bertolini here with another character creation video. For this video, please forgive any mispronunciation. Orbis Aerden is a horror role-playing game written by Ordanis Camilidis for Dead-Eyed Shade Games. Remember, this is not a video about playing Orbis Aerden, but building a character for the game. Leave a comment below if you want a video about playing the game. I recommend that you either write necessary information down on a piece of paper and then transfer the totals to the character sheet, or else use a good pencil with a good eraser on the character sheet, as you could very well make many changes before you even start playing. When creating a player character in Reign of the Accursed, you choose among various templates that define your character's physique, psyche, archetype, and outlook. Your chosen templates will provide your character with a number of personality traits, but also determine the values of her characteristics and aptitudes, thus forming the core of her strengths and weaknesses. Then you will decide your character's order and bloodline, as well as her drive and grand scheme. Finally, you will get to spend experience points, abbreviated EXP, to customize your character. Determine what diadem power she knows and what strategic resources she has available. Before you begin the character creation process, note the following. All your characteristics and aptitudes have a starting value of 0. You have a base speed of 2 AP, or action points. Your conditions start in the following stages. Confidence, undecided. Phobos, untouched. Delirium, lucid, and influence and control. Your status and city lore start with a 1 rank each, while obscurity starts with 10 ranks. You have 1 free rank in the knowledges, Society of Horrors, Orders, Bloodlines, and Mortal Society. All other knowledges start with 0 ranks. At the beginning of character creation, you choose a mortal template to define your character's physical as well as mental capacities. There are 23 to choose from. A mortal template provides your character with a predetermined set of characteristics, values, and determines her size and vitality score. Each characteristic value should be noted in the first box next to the name of the characteristic, titled value, in your character sheet. Note that these values may be altered as you progress through subsequent steps of the character creation process. The following are the mortal templates available. The Gifted. You have no weaknesses, but at the same time, you do not particularly excel at anything. The Nimble. What you lack in raw strength, you more than make up for with your deftness and cleverness. The Able-Bodied. Your impressive physical prowess is by far your strongest asset. The Able-Minded. You are no fighter, but your brain power makes you a dangerous enemy to have. The Exquisite. You possess a combination of good looks and charms that make you hard to deny. The Stout. Your resilience and side are truly unmatched. The Powerful. Few people on the Aaerden can match your physical strength. The Insightful. You are smart, but your most defining feature is that nothing escapes your notice. The Unsightly. You are ugly and dry, yet you possess many redeeming qualities. The Feather-Boned. Your body may be frail, but you are otherwise surprisingly capable in many aspects. The Lord. You have all the innate qualities of a proper aristocrat. The Captivating. You exude an aura that draws others in and makes them hang on your every word. The Statuesque. You are admired for your stature, muscle tone, and beauty. The Elegant. The poise and grace of your movements leave a lasting impression. The Dull-Witted. You are slower than other people, but you are vigorous in body and spirit. The Wolf. You are strong, steadfast, and alert, not unlike a real wolf. The Athlete. You are a potent mind in a robust body. The Adonis. You are, without question, a sight to behold. The Destined. Your ingenuity can only be matched by your might. The Forceful. You possess significant physical power and the grit to match. The Great. Your strength, along with your determination and magnetism, inspire those around you. The Unrelenting. Your natural ability to preserve where others yield makes you a force to be reckoned with. The Wise. You are blessed with smarts, intuition, and resolve, seeing for what they really are. In this instance, I'm picking able-minded characteristics, which would increase my intelligence to 4, my perception to 4, my will to 2, my charisma to 1, and my app to 1. I'm a medium-sized human with a vitality score of 5. Next, you are going to choose a psychological template. This template describes your character's psyche and is the basis of her personality, providing her with a number of personality traits, as well as with a set of aptitude values. Psychological templates may also offer knowledges. Each aptitude value should be noted in the first box next to the name of the aptitude, titled value, on your character sheet. Note that each personality trait is followed by an example of how it can be roleplayed in the game. However, you may also roleplay your character's personality traits in other ways as long as you portray what each one represents faithfully. There are 14 psychological traits. They are as follows. The Mistrustful. You are always vigilant and never fully trust anyone. Your paranoia compels you to try to decipher what others may be thinking or hiding from you. The Detached. You never show any emotion or enthusiasm, and you prefer to keep it to yourself. You also tend to read between the lines and scrutinize everything that is happening around you. The Ruthless. You stop at nothing and will use every tool at your disposal to achieve your goals. You frequently take advantage of others, lie, betray, and murder those who stand in your way. The Erratic. You are not one for much deliberation and believe that actions speak louder than words. You also lose your cool easily, but you're otherwise talented and creative. The Enchanter. There is something about you that others find irresistible, and you are acutely aware of the fact. You can get anyone under your spell and make them do unspeakable things for you. The Majestic. You think very highly of yourself and want others to acknowledge your superiority. You are also assertive and vindictive of those who do not yield to you or fail to give you what you are owed. The Cautious. You loathe confrontation and try to stay on the right side of those you deem dangerous. Your behavior adapts as needed to get others to like you. The Methodologist. You're orderly, patient, and believe that you can achieve anything if you are prepared. However, you often obsess over details you consider crucial and hesitate to ask without thinking things through first. The Twisted. You are depraved and enjoy making others suffer. You're also very good at getting your victims to do as you command. The Machiavellian. You appear harmless and perhaps even friendly, but in reality you are duplicitous and underhanded. You can also get most people to do what you want without them even ever realizing. The Virtuous. You stand by your convictions no matter how inconvenient or dangerous it is to do so. Because of this, you believe yourself to hold the moral high ground and do not tolerate disrespect. The Covetous. You cannot tolerate not having the things you desire and work tirelessly to acquire them. You also make sure that those who stand in your way pay dearly for it. The Sardonic. You are caustic, You also excel at figuring people out, making connections, and drawing conclusions. The heroic. You are genuinely good-natured and gallant. However, your kind is not particularly welcome in the society of horrors. In this example, I'm using the methodologist. My aptitudes, scheming, +3, acumen, +3, assessment, +2, investigation, +2, suggestion, +1, restraint, +1, detection, -2, seduction, -2. I get any 2 knowledges at first rank. Personality traits include calculating, weigh out my options in detail, prepare for a meticulous plan. Reluctant, choose not to act before thinking things through, even when an opportunity presents itself. And I'm obsessive. I obsess over detail or ideas I perceive as important, and analyze it or mention it multiple times in a scene. Next, you must choose an archetypical template. This will further define your character's personality and abilities based on her experiences by describing how the world has molded her so far. Similar to psychological templates, archetypical templates provide more personality traits, as well as another set of aptitudes and characteristics values. The personality traits and values provided by your chosen archetypical template and your character sheet. If the template you choose provides a positive or negative value to a characteristic or aptitude you already have a value for, modify the value as your choice describes. Furthermore, if you select an archetypical template that provides a personality trait your character already possesses from a psychological template, note that personality as extreme. Example, extremely violent, instead of writing it down twice. You cannot select any archetypical template with personality traits that directly contradict one or more you already have. For example, if you are honest, you cannot be deceptive. There are 22 templates, and these are as follows. The Butcher. You have found brutality to be your forte and frequently rely on it to solve your problems. You often initiate violent confrontations and overwhelm your opponents with your ferociousness. The Predator. You have developed highly attuned predatory instincts. No one feels more at home in the darkness than you do. When you hunt, you use this fact to your advantage. The Survivor. You value your own well-being above everything else. You are wary, alert, and strive to put yourself in the most favorable position so that you may survive to see another night. The Puppeteer. You have always looked at life as it were a chessboard. You make pawns out of people and move them around strategically to accomplish your goals. The Inquisitor. Few people can hide things from you for too long. Your experience, own senses, and practical methods ensure that you will always know the truth in the end. The Maniac. Many have tried to break you, but if anything, your resolve has grown even stronger for it. Unwavering faith in your beliefs, whatever they may be, make you an unstoppable force. The Rhetorician. You have made an art out of flattery and diplomacy. You can win nearly any audience and sway them towards the direction you prefer. The Hustler. You know how to make yourself look irresistible. Once you have dulled the senses of your prey, you can make them believe anything you want to. The Artist. You have studied various art forms which have helped to expand your imaginativeness and virtuosity. You often employ unconventional methods and have a flair for the dramatic. The Conqueror. You have always pushed yourself to aim higher and higher. Furthermore, you are as good at planning as you are executing, so much so that there is nearly no achievement beyond your reach. The judge. You have made a habit of examining various ethical standpoints before you arrive at a conclusion. Once you have made up your mind, however, none can convince you to change it. The Hector. You have found your domineering personality to be quite effective in subduing most people. Those few who dare to defy your word regret it soon thereafter. The Deceiver. You have gone through life lying and faking to accomplish your goals. You have become so good at it that you can even make others question things of which they were certain before. The Detective. You have always been fascinated by mysteries and puzzles. Your approach to getting to the bottom of things is systematic and extremely thorough, perhaps even to a fault. The Misfit. You never had a taste for conventions, and you believe life is a game. You are open-minded and are willing to conform, qualities that some find admirable while others repelling. The Scholar. You have spent your life studying and honing your mind. You are rational, curious, and knowledgeable in many different fields. The Leader. You always prefer to lead rather than follow. Your actions and rhetoric inspire confidence and make others seek your advice. The Protector. You have devoted your life to protecting someone or something that is important to you in some way. You are stalwart and willing to sacrifice yourself should the need arise. The Monk. You have always valued restraint and the importance of exercising body and mind. You are austere, strong-willed, and very difficult to affect or scare. The Assassin. You have turned killing into an art form. You are callous, heartless, and can murder anyone with little effort or remorse. The Veteran. You are a former soldier that has seen at least a few battles. You are capable in combat and not afraid to fight. However, you also tend to respect the hierarchy to which you belong. The Empath. You are so well versed in psychology that you can guess what others may be thinking or feeling just by looking at them. Once you get inside someone's head, you own them. In this example, I'm choosing the Scholar. My characteristics include intelligence +2, perception +1. My aptitudes, acumen +2, investigation +1. I can start with any knowledges in 2 ranks, any 2 knowledge in 2 ranks, and any 1 knowledge at 1st rank. Personality, I am studied. I share a relevant fact or useful piece of information in a conversation or situation. I make a display of my expert knowledge. I am analytical. I attempt to arrive at the truth by analyzing clues and employing deductive reasoning. Now, I proceed to choose a philosophical template. This template provides a unique personality trait that defines my character's outlook, general philosophy, their dominant principle in my life. Some come with restrictions, which can either prevent you from taking a specific template or otherwise belonging to a specific order. Note this personality trait in your character sheet and move on to the next step. There are only 7 of these philosophical templates, and they are as follows. The Humane. Regardless of how you choose to act in the society of horrors, you believe mortals to be innocent and that they should be protected from your monstrous kind. The Dark Idealist. You can separate right from wrong, cannot stand injustice. However, you also believe that the ends justify the means. and are prepared to do anything to accomplish your purpose. The Aaerden. You believe that the accursed are higher beings, and they should embrace their monstrous nature. Only the weak are bound by morality. The Purifier. You may be a god spawn yourself, but you believe your kind to be a blight that should be exterminated from the face of the Aaerden. The Anarchist. You loathe the Society of Horrors and its laws, believing that they were made to oppress and make pawns out of the younger generations of the accursed. The Loyalist. You believe that it is the sacred duty of every god spawn to serve her order loyally. The Orthodox. You believe that the laws and conventions of the Society of Horrors are of paramount importance and should always be observed. Without them, the accursed would not be able to coexist, and there would be chaos. In this example, I am choosing the Orthodox. Personality traits, fundamentalist. I opt not to break a law of the accursed when it would be convenient to do so, or perform an action that will help bring someone who's broken the law to justice. At this point, you are done constructing your character's personality, and now it is time to determine that of your higher self. Go back to your psychological templates and choose one that does not share any personality traits with your character's already existing ones. This time, you do not gain anything other than the personality traits of the template you are chosen. Write down your higher self traits and proceed to the next step. In this example, I'm choosing the erratic. Now it's time to decide your character's affiliations by selecting a title of prestige. This title determines what faction your character will be a member of, but also the order she belongs to and her bloodline. The character's bloodline determines the bloodline traits she is affected by. As you would see Chapter 3, which includes orders, factions, and bloodlines, as well as the diadem powers to which she has access. Chapter 7 of the book. Once you've made your choice, write down your character's bloodline traits, her order, title, prestige, and everything that the title provides on your character sheet. For example, aptitude values, aspects, knowledge ranks, diadem powers, etc. Because the list is long and it's sort of convoluted, I'm not going to go through each bloodline here. But if you want to know the full scope of what's available, you can purchase a copy of Orbis Aerden. In the next step, you will determine your drive. Character's drive defines what motivates her, her desires, her incentives. Selecting a drive is very important since it will dictate the nature of your character's grand scheme, the ultimate specific goal, and will largely affect what your goals will be in the Chronicle. However, the gamekeeper may instruct you to skip this step if the Chronicle you will be playing does not focus on the player character's personal pursuits. With this in mind, I'm not going to cover drives at all in this video. You can further customize your character by spending EXP in things like Antiquity and the chessboard, but I won't go into that now. So that is everything for building a character in Orbis Aerden. If you like this video, subscribe, hit like, leave a comment below. Let me know if you want me to make videos on how to play this game or any game that I have covered in character creation. This game is currently not available to play on Roll20 or any virtual tabletop does not have a character sheet available. So you would have to get a copy of the character sheet and manually print it out and fill it out. So thanks for watching. Links in the description to get the game. Have a great day.